very deep trouble, and as you probably know, since the year 2000, I've been doing a lot of research in our monetary system and things like that. And we have some very complex financial problems, one of them being that we have an unbacked currency, and all throughout history, there's never been an unbacked currency that hasn't collapsed. Because basically, you can't have honest government if you don't have honest money. And unfortunately, we've slipped off that standard, which Congress had no authority to delegate to a private banking cartel, which is what they did in 1913 when they passed the Federal Reserve Act.
Who pays the interest?
Well, that's
on
the thing, yes.
Money, and then how does that affect everyone else?
I should have mentioned that it's a two-sided deal. Congress gets all the money they want. The international banking community gets to charge interest, because they said, yes, we agree that it would be unconstitutional for us to create money. However, the Constitution says that you can borrow money on the credit of the United States. Ironically, the same year that the Federal Reserve was passed, 1913, is the same year that the income tax bill was passed. According to the Grace Report, which was done for President Reagan, they referred to not one nickel, they used the word nickel, of the federal income tax goes to run the government. 100% is spent on interest to the Federal Reserve and the International Monetary Fund. A very complex problem can have a very simple solution. So all that really would have to happen would be for the President to issue an executive order calling for the Bureau of Engraving and Printing to start printing United States notes. But then he would need to take an hour of television time and explain to the American people, look, do you want to have interest-free money? Congress would then be free to repeal the income tax, the inheritance tax, the gift tax, and part of the capital gains tax. There are several benefits to this. One is, by repealing those taxes, that would make the United States the largest tax haven in the world. But what if you can inject an additional $200 billion into the economy each year? Wouldn't that act as an incentive? And that would come from the savings in tax preparation fees alone. First Supreme Court Chief Justice John Marshall said, the power to tax is the power to destroy. So if the power to tax is the power to destroy, then wouldn't it be true that detaxing would be equivalent to creating?